Hi guys, welcome back to the Blaxstones show. So today's video is kind of different. I don't really know if it's really different because it's still like a vlog. Our first time really talking about things that we're personally going through. This one is really near and dear to our hearts because we never really like publicly talked about it to like our YouTube followers, and I figured that it's definitely time to be transparent with what we're going through because we watch a lot of YouTube videos on this situation and we know that a lot of women are going through the same thing that we're going through. And today is the first day that we will be doing our baseline ultrasound and blood work for our IUI cycle 1. Been a long journey, y'all, and I am just going to try to give you like a short synopsis of everything. If you guys really want a long video just about everything that we've been through, I can definitely do that video for you guys. Just let me know if you want something like that. Me and my husband have been married for a year, and we have been trying to get pregnant for maybe a little bit longer than a year. It's been a couple years actually. So we realized that nothing was happening, and I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, also known as PCOS. So we talked to, you know, my OBGYN, which put me on a couple fertility treatments, a couple fertility pills. Those weren't working, and so finally I decided it's time to talk to a reproductive endocrinologist. Did that, and now here we are months later, finally been approved to start a cycle of IUI. We're super excited about this. We're really nervous and excited, but we're just praying that our first cycle of IUI goes really, really well. We pray that it brings us a healthy and happy baby because that's just something that we both really want. So like I said, this video is talking about our first IUI experience. I've seen a ton. When I say a ton, that's probably one of the most things that I watch on YouTube is infertility videos, women with PCOS, what women with PCOS eat, side effects of metformin, just all different types of videos that pertain to PCOS, infertility, unexplained infertility, IUI, IVF. So long story short, we are finally here. It has been a couple months, but we are finally at this process. And when I say a couple months, y'all, it has really been a long couple of months. I don't really exactly remember when we started this journey, but it has been a while. And we've had to do a lot of blood work. We've had to do a lot of diagnostic testing, whether it be ultrasounds, whether it's semen analysis. We've just had to do a lot of background work to get to this point to be approved for the IUI. So right now I'm on my way to get my baseline ultrasound and blood work for my IUI testing done. I was really nervous in the beginning because my period has been irregular for the last couple of months, and so in order to start to even get the baseline ultrasound and the blood work done, I would have needed to start my period. So every month I'm always kind of like, I want my period to come just because I know it's regular. It's coming regularly every month, and my uterine lining is shedding. But at the same time, I don't want you to come because I could be pregnant. It's always like a thin line between come period and don't come period. But this month it did come. So I was a little sad, but a little excited at the same time because I knew that we were going to go ahead and start this process. For anyone that doesn't know, IUI is intrauterine insemination, and I'm literally gonna do like a quick synopsis of what it is. It's basically for women who have infertility, whether it's unexplained, whether it's with PCOS, whatever your case or situation may be. It's basically where they insert your husband, your partners, your donors, whatever, sperm into the uterine cavity. And so it kind of gives it a head start versus when you have sex naturally. You know, the sperm has to travel through hell and high water, basically, to get to the egg in order to be fertilized. With IUI, it kind of gives it a head start. And when I say head start, I mean that they actually take the semen, they wash it, they get rid of all the fluid that's within this, the seminal fluid, to make it a lot more concentrated. And they basically insert it as close as they can so that it can get to that egg. So basically the sperm, excuse me, does not have to travel really far to get to the egg. And the hope is that within 2 weeks after they do the IUI, that you are pregnant. So that is what we are hoping for. One thing that I didn't realize with IUI is that I would have to do ovulation tests. I try not to do those because I really would get really hung up on ovulation tests. But with IUI, I will have to do those. Not really excited about that, but whatever. It is what it is. We are definitely going to be documenting our journey for you. Like I said, we're super excited. We just are praying that everything works out, and we get to have a happy and healthy pregnancy and a happy and healthy baby that comes out of this. If you guys really want to hear our journey as far as with PCOS and just as far as infertility, please leave a comment below or send us a message, whatever, and just let us know, because I'm definitely willing to share my journey. My husband always talks about how he wants me to share my journey because it's something that a lot of women go through. And trust me, guys, just like you, I have suffered in silence. I have cried many nights. I have just been sad because you see other people with children, and you know that in your heart that that is something that you want, and you feel like that's something that you could be a great mother, you could be a great father. It's just not in the cards for you right now. So we just stay positive and try to, I get really hung up when I talk about it, because I try to be very private with everything that I'm going through, but still try to let people know that it is a sensitive topic for me. And I really wish a lot of people understood that, but I feel like they don't. Like I said, if you guys want to hear more of our story, please make sure you hit like on this video and make sure that you subscribe to our channel, because we will definitely be posting a lot of things about our IUI journey. All right, guys, so I am finally here at the office. I should have left way earlier than I thought, but whatever. I'm finally here. I'm 11 minutes late, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in, but I'll try to record. I know it's gonna be quick, so I'll try to record everything for you guys. All right, stay tuned. Thank you. Alright guys, so I am back in the car now. It is 10:02, so the ultrasound actually took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take. I thought it was gonna take like 15 minutes because they scheduled it in a 15-minute time frame, both the blood work and the ultrasound, but it actually took a lot longer than that. Both of them together took about 45 minutes. And I think it was because they had a lot of people in the office this morning, a lot of patients trying to be seen, trying to get blood work. It did take a little bit longer, but it's cool because it's done. It was not that bad. Thought that I was gonna be really weirded out because the ultrasound was done on my cycle. It was just so weird. I like told the lab, I'm on my period. And she was like, yeah, that's okay. The baseline ultrasound is supposed to be done on your cycle. And I'm just like, I'm sorry that you have to like deal with that. So, but she was really sweet. I tried to get a little bit of footage from the ultrasound, like the machine and everything, but I couldn't really get anything because the machine was faced towards her. And I could have asked her to like turn it towards me, but I wanted to make sure that to see everything she needed to see. So she told me that I should get a call this afternoon, and that should determine whether or not we can start the fertility meds. And she told me that she would see me next week for another ultrasound. So I'm thinking that the ultrasound looked good. We're just gonna keep our fingers crossed, and we're just gonna say a prayer real quick, pray that everything works out. So it is about noon now, and I just wanted to update you guys and let you know that I had just talked to the nurse about my ultrasound results. Everything looked great from what she said, so I can go ahead and start on my letrozole starting tomorrow, and I will take that for 5 days. She also went on ahead and sent the Ovitrol, I think is what it's called, and that's the ovulation stimulating shot. May or may possibly not need to take. If I ovulate on my own, I won't need to take it. However, if I don't ovulate on my own, then I will definitely need to go ahead and take that. Sent that to the pharmacy as well. So I'm going to probably go pick up my letrozole. If not today, I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. And then I've already scheduled my second ultrasound testing for next Friday to just kind of check and see how my follicles are doing and how they're growing after I've taken the letrozole. Super excited. We're moving along, just praying to God everything works fine, I don't have any side effects, and that we have again a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby after this whole process. All right guys, so I will keep you guys updated. I'll let you guys know whether I pick up the medication today or tomorrow, and then I'll definitely do a journey of me taking the medication if I have any side effects or anything, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right guys, see ya. Hey guys, so today it is now currently 9:20. I am about to take my second dose of letrozole today. Today's day 2 of letrozole. I started taking it yesterday, and I have to take it for 5 days. So far, I haven't really had any side effects. I'm still on my cycle. Sorry if I'm like breathing like this, it's because I just ran up the steps so I could take it on time. So I'm gonna do that really quickly because I heard letrozole works really good when you take it at the same time every day. I'm gonna go ahead and, nope. All right, it's gonna go right here. This is just water in a Gatorade bottle that I had. So far, I haven't really had any side effects with the letrozole. I've taken letrozole before, and I've actually tolerated it really well. It was Clomid that made me absolutely crazy. And if you don't know what Clomid is basically another fertility medication that they use to help induce ovulation in women who have unexplained infertility or infertility with PCOS. They say that letrozole works a lot better in women with PCOS. I've read that and actually researched articles, and I've had like 2 or 3 doctors that have actually told me that. My doctor wanted to go ahead and put me on the letrozole just because she said that it typically works better with women that have PCOS. So far, I haven't really had any symptoms, like I was saying before. Haven't really had any symptoms, just kind of been chilling out. I don't really remember when I'm supposed to start taking ovulation testing, but once my cycle ends for this month, I'll go ahead and kind of look, and because they have everything in this app for me on their website that tells me each day what I'm supposed to be doing. Really excited about that. So this week I will finish the letrozole, and then on Friday I will have another follicle ultrasound just to kind of see how my follicles are doing with the whole process so far. So my doctor has already, like I said in the previous video, my doctor had already sent over the Trail. I don't even know if I'm saying it properly, but she sent over the trigger shot. For this video, I'm just gonna call it the trigger shot, but I'm gonna get Brian or myself, whoever edits this video, whichever one of us that edits this video, kind of list the name below of the medication that she wants me to take, which is known as the trigger shot, which basically I have to take if I don't ovulate by myself. So by a certain date, if I don't ovulate, she wants me to go ahead and take that trigger shot, and then my IUI will be scheduled within like 24 hours after that, after I've self-administered that shot. And that shot is basically a subcutaneous shot that I have to take. I'm a nurse, so I can just give it to myself, and anybody can of course give it to themselves. They do have like instructional videos, and I know in the IUI stuff that they gave me, they have a video of how you give it to yourself, like the sites that you give it to yourself at and everything like that. But me, I'm probably just going to give it to myself because I know how to do it. It's easy. I give shots all the time at work. The letrozole, I haven't really had any side effects. I have been trying to do really well with taking my metformin every day. I've been doing that for like the last 2 weeks now. Ever since I talked to my doctor about the whole metformin thing, because I wasn't really taking it every day like I was supposed to, and I know that's really not good for my PCOS, but metformin gives me really, really bad GI upset, and I just didn't like it. I always get like nauseous or really bad gas, or I get diarrhea, and I just don't like the side effects at all. So when I talked to her and she really explained everything to me well, I've actually been taking my metformin every day since then. It's been about 2 weeks, and I actually haven't, since like the first week, I haven't really had any symptoms this whole week, and I'm actually able to take it like when I first wake up, because she told me to go ahead and take it at night or like when I'm going to sleep. I don't have as many side effects, but surprisingly I've been taking it every morning with like some yogurt, or try to eat some fruit or something, and I have not had any issues. I guess I just try to stay away from all the sugary stuff so that my stomach does not act up on me throughout the whole day. Because I remember one time last week or 2 weeks ago, I took it and I don't even remember what I ate, and my stomach was killing me. I think I was out for like half of the day because my stomach hurt so bad, and I don't like taking ginger pills because they're disgusting. So I had to drink like some Red Rock, the ginger ale, and that kind of calmed my stomach down a little bit. But we are on day 2 of letrozole. Sorry y'all if I keep doing that. Me and my husband just ate some popcorn because we're actually watching a movie downstairs, and I paused the movie because I told him I needed to come record a video because I didn't record one yesterday. So we are okay. Sorry, it sounded like he started the movie without me. So we are on day 2 of letrozole. So far, so good. I'm really excited, like I said, and super nervous about this whole process. We really just want this thing to work. We're just praying. And I'm going to keep saying that because that's really all that we can do besides doing everything that the doctor prescribes us. That's really the only thing we can do. And whatever happens, it's honestly in God's hands at that point. So we are praying that everything works out perfectly for us. I will probably record one more time during this whole letrozole thing, but if not, I will catch y'all probably on Friday when it is time to do my ultrasound. So I will keep y'all updated. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Blaxstones show. Happy Friday. We made it another week. I hope that every single one of you guys had a great week. I'm coming on here today to kind of update you guys on everything that's going on. If you've been following this video, me and my husband are doing our first cycle of IUI. I am actually at my mid-cycle ultrasound appointment. I scheduled it. Y'all, it's so early. It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. get up this early. So this is the time like I'm getting off work. I scheduled it this early though because I'm going to get my hair braided later today. Luckily it wasn't a lot of traffic. I'm actually here before my appointment this time. Unlike the first time I was here, I was like 12 or 19 minutes late. So I am here doing my mid-cycle ultrasound. Today is also the day I believe I start ovulation testing. Ovulation testing isn't something new to me. We've been trying to conceive for a few years now, so it's something that I knew about. Constantly having a check to see if I'm ovulating around the time. And then because I have PCOS like over a couple months, I kind of figured just because your calendar says that, or your period app says that you're ovulating this day, you might not necessarily ovulate that day. You might ovulate the next day or a week later or something like that. So I just felt like ovulation testing is just a lot of work for me. When my nurse calls, I am gonna ask her if I don't have a positive ovulation test, if I don't have that LH surge that the ovulation test looks for in X amount of days, like when do I take the trigger shot? Basically, when do I decide like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take my trigger shots? Of course we did research and we read on it, and of course my doctor like broke it down bit for bit what we're gonna be doing. I'll come back on here and let you guys know how it goes, of course. So y'all stay tuned. I realized that the day had went on and I really didn't have a chance to update you guys on my mid-cycle ultrasound appointment. So I got the mid-cycle ultrasound done, and that is basically where they checked my uterine lining, looked at my uterus again, and checked to see if I had any follicles, and if I did, what size they were. So got that done. That appointment really was not that bad. It was really quick, and the ultrasound tech basically told me that the nurse would call me later. The nurse called, she probably called me like an hour or two later, and she told me that I had 4 follicles, and she told me the sizes. So I had 1 follicle that was at 1 centimeter, I had another follicle that was at 1.2 centimeters, and I had 2 follicles that were at 1.4 centimeters. And that's exactly how she gave it to me. I know some doctors give it in millimeters, but my the nurse that I talked to actually gave it to me in centimeters. When she did that, I really didn't know what size they needed to be, so I asked her that, and she told me that they needed to be at 2 centimeters. So they would just kind of watch it and monitor it, and basically they should kind of grow immature on their own. Just to be transparent, guys, when I did find out we had 4 follicles, I was a little bit sad because I just felt like I would have a lot more than that. But when I did watch some videos, they did say 4 follicles was actually really good. I was also worried about the size of the follicles because I felt like they should be a lot further along. I didn't really get a lot of research as far as that because different things said different stuff, and it was mainly focusing more towards like IVF, the stuff I saw. But I kind of got over that. I'm just happy that we do have some follicles. I pray they do mature, and you know, once we get to our IUI day, just know I'm definitely gonna record and trying to keep positive. She basically told me to go ahead and start taking ovulation testing. If I did have a positive ovulation test, which means that ovulation would be near, I would need to call the office and let them know so that they will go ahead and schedule my IUI as soon as possible. However, she said that if I didn't have a positive ovulation test by Tuesday, then I would need to call the office to let them know so they would tell me when I would need to take my trigger shot, and then from there they would schedule my IUI appointment. So I did eventually get my Ovitrail shot, and it actually came in this little small white cooler. I actually threw the box away before I could do a video and record it, and that cooler was filled with, of course, the little ice packs, and the medication was in a Ziploc bag with the ice packs. It also came with a little small sharps container. It came with just basically what the medication was. It's one of Ovitrail. It just came like a little information packet, and if you had any questions, it came with the pharmacy's name and number so that you can call the pharmacist and talk to them. It came when I was at home. It came actually when my husband was home. The only thing I'll say about the Ovitrail is that once you get it, they tell you that you need to immediately put it in the refrigerator. So that's exactly what he did. If we need to take it, I probably won't record anything until I actually need to take my my shot. At this point, I am just taking ovulation tests. Today is actually the first day that I will be taking an ovulation test. I took it a little late, and the pamphlet and the information that they gave me, they told me to take ovulation test from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. because take it with the first morning's urine. Some people won't check it like the whole day or the rest of the day if it was negative, and then you could potentially miss your ovulation surge, your LH surge, and you could miss when you're ovulating. So if that makes any sense, if it doesn't make sense, y'all just let me know in the comments, and I will try to explain it better in the comments. They said that it's more likely to surge in the afternoon than in the morning, so it's best to check in the afternoon, so that if you notice that if the ovulation test, it would appear to get darker if you were going to be ovulating. So it's best to just check it in the afternoon. So I checked it later today. It was a no-go. So I probably will not record again until I get a positive ovulation test, if I do get one. And if not, I'll obviously come on here and record and let you guys know, and then just tell y'all what the next steps are. And I definitely want to have you guys in on this journey, because this is a lot. This is completely new for us. I definitely looked up information. Me and my husband looked up information to help like foods and vitamins that we need to take to increase our follicle size. I've been like looking into that, and obviously I'm still taking like my metformin and all my prenatal vitamins and stuff like that. What I am noticing with PCOS, I have a lot of fatigue. Even if I slept like 8 hours a day, like after I do a couple things in a day, I'm kind of just like tired. I kind of just want to lay down, and that just might be something normal that most people go through, but I believe mine is attributed to my PCOS. With me taking prenatal vitamins, I typically have to take geritol vitamin B12, the liquid, because I don't have a lot of energy when I take prenatal vitamins. I've actually talked to doctors about, hey, can I take prenatal vitamins and can I take my geritol vitamins too? Because the prenatal vitamins, they just don't give me a lot of energy. And a lot of doctors have told me, like, no, don't take both of those at the same time. If you take the prenatal vitamins, that should be enough, but it's really not enough for me. So I've been having to take the prenatal vitamins, and then on top of that, taking the geritol liquid, which is basically a high dose of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 liquid works perfectly for me. It gives me so much energy. So that's really the only thing different that I'll probably say I'm taking. And I'm also starting to take my chasteberry fruit again, because chasteberry fruit helps to regulate your hormones. We're just gonna wait and see what happens. I'll be taking ovulation tests every day up until Tuesday. I'll probably take one Tuesday morning, and if I don't have a positive ovulation test on Tuesday morning, I'll probably call the doctor and just let them know. So y'all stay tuned. Hey guys, so welcome back. As promised before, I said I was gonna come back when I was ready to do the trigger shot and show you guys how it goes. And the shot that I'm taking is, and I'm sorry if I'm looking down, I'm trying to make sure I say the name properly, because I think I've been saying the wrong name this whole time in all the videos, but it is Ovidrel that I'm actually about to self-administer. So it did come with 2 alcohol prep pads, which are gonna be useful. This is actually the medication. It comes in a cooler, in a small white cooler with ice packs in it, and this is the medication that plain as day says refrigerator. That's the actual medication in the package that I'm going to take out in a second. This is just some information on what medication you have and like some extra pharmacy labels. And then it did come with this cute little biohazard sharps container that I may or may not use, and it does have like your name and stuff in the back, just in case you need to use it for like multiple uses. It says single use only, but yeah. Alright, so I took it out the box, and this is what it looks like in the syringe. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, prep everything, and then my husband's gonna take over the video. So nervous. Just a little needle. All right, man, you ready? You ready? right, y'all. That wasn't bad at all. Woo! Yay, it's done. We've officially triggered. How you feel?
I'm happy. I think.
Think it's gonna work?
Yeah. Long as you bust it open.
So we have officially triggered, and our IUI is scheduled for Thursday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. That Brian's gonna do his part at 8 a.m. Ooh, I'm throwing this around.
Hey, what she talking about throwing around is the syringe.
Hey, you got my germs. It's okay.
Just put it down. I ain't trying to
It's
get
got
stuck.
the cap on it.
Oh.
Anyway, so Brian goes in for his part at 8 a.m. and then I will go in for my part at 10. And then we'll probably chill for the rest of the day. Y'all just please like, comment, and subscribe. This is really the first time that we've been kind of open with everybody. We've told a few people in our family, but you know, we never really discussed our issues with infertility before. So this is like our first time doing it. So I'm really throwing this needle around for real. If you have any questions, let us know. Like I said before, we are definitely praying really hard for this baby to come. Is that right, babe?
Yes.
You look kind of scary. All right, guys. So we will see y'all next time. We'll actually see y'all IUI day. So hopefully, I'm hoping this video will go up tomorrow.
Huh? What'd you say?
I'm hoping this video will go up tomorrow. If it doesn't go up tomorrow, it should be up before this week is over with, because I know it's Christmas. So, all right, guys. Love you. Bye.